Madam President, on Saturday morning, we took a major step forward on the Republican agenda by passing a budget resolution to lay the groundwork for a permanent extension of tax relief for American families and a transformational investment in our border, energy, and national security. And while I think Republicans' goals are obvious, for the sake of my Democrat colleagues who still seem to be operating under the delusion that we're here to hand out tax cuts to billionaires, let me review what we're doing and why we're here. First, Madam President, we are here to ensure that hardworking Americans don't see their tax bills rise next year. In 2017, Republicans delivered tax relief to the American people, but that relief is expiring this year. And if we don't act, American families making less than $400,000 a year will see a $2.6 trillion tax hike next year. Tax rates will rise. The standard deduction will be cut almost in half, and the child tax credit will be cut in half. That, Madam President, is not acceptable. And so we're here to prevent tax hikes on American families and permanently extend the 2017 tax relief. Second, Madam President, we are here to address the remains of the Biden border crisis, bolster our military readiness, and unleash American energy production. After 4 years of chaos at our southern border under President Biden, President Trump has taken action to secure the border and take criminal illegal immigrants off America's streets. But the administration needs additional resources from Congress if this progress is going to continue. And we need a serious investment in our military to restore readiness and ensure that our men and women in uniform are equipped to deter and to defeat threats. We also need to take action to unleash American energy production. The Biden administration put us on a dangerous trajectory by seeking to stifle domestic conventional energy production, and we need to recommit to domestic production to protect our nation and ensure that the American people have a reliable and affordable energy supply both now and in the future. And finally, Madam President, we are here to take a hard look at how taxpayer dollars are being spent. We saw an incredible growth in government spending under the Biden administration. Federal spending in 2024 was 54% higher than in 2019. 54%. And so Republicans are going to take a good, hard look at how taxpayer dollars are being spent and work to return us to a more sustainable spending and fiscal trajectory. Madam President, as I said, the resolution we passed this weekend, and I might say over the objections of my Democrat colleagues who are apparently perfectly okay with allowing taxes to rise for working families, it was a major step forward on delivering on our agenda, and I'm looking forward to arriving at a final bill. Discussions on that will continue on the floor. Meanwhile, or off the floor, I should say, on the floor, we'll continue to deliver on other priorities, including building out the President's administration and lifting burdensome Biden regulations through Congressional Review Act resolutions. We've kept up a very brisk pace on confirming nominees, and that will continue. By the end of this week, I expect to have added several more to our total. And I also expect to consider a resolution this week to roll back a heavy-handed Department of Energy rule. Democrats will continue to distract, Madam President. Republicans will continue to act.